YouTube, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and today is August 25th, 2014, and I'm here with my, week 19 post-op VSG update. So I'm going to jump right into the numbers because the numbers are freaking great this week. When I started the Kaiser classes for weight loss surgery in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight, which was 402 pounds. When I had surgery on April 14th, 2014, I weighed 360.6 pounds. Last week, I weighed 382.6 pounds, which was a 4-pound loss over the previous week. And this week, I come in today at 277, which is a 5.6-pound loss since last week. What? 19 weeks out, 10 pounds in 2 weeks? I don't know what happened at OH, but something happened that kicked my weight loss vibe into gear. So I had slowed down quite a bit. So I will absolutely take these last 2 weeks. That was really exciting to see those numbers on the scale. So I also decided, so that is 5.6 pounds since last week, 83.6 pounds down since surgery, and 125 pounds down since I started this process. So I had not set a goal. My surgeon hadn't set a goal for me. So I decided this week that I was going to set my goal at 152 pounds. Now, and that's a 250 pound weight loss from where I started. So I'm kind of calling this the halfway point to goal. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I mean, we're just going to have to see. Going into this process, I had wanted my goal to be lower than a weight I've seen before as an adult, which would have been lower than 145. But after watching a lot of videos and seeing people, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm pretty short. I'm 5'4". But we're going to see how it goes. But that's the number that I'm going to put out there for now as something that I'm working towards. So very excited to be halfway and to think that I'm halfway, just a little over 4 months past surgery. I did lose a third of that before surgery, but still, it's happening really, 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 really fast. And I'm really happy about it. So, okay, just a couple quick shout outs. I wanted to give a shout out to Tim VSG, who had his surgery today. This is Tara's mama's husband, so I guess it's Tara's dad. Looks like, according to Facebook, that he's doing great, and everything went well, so congratulations to him. I had the opportunity to meet him at Obesity Help, and I think that he's going to do great. And I wanted to say congratulations to Lauren Losing on her 1-year surgiversary. She looks incredible to be that young. Anyway, she looks really great. And then I also wanted to give a shout out to Harry Draco girl. I just love her. I think she's hysterical. And it's been a few days since I watched her video, but I know she reached some milestone related to kilograms. I think it was 50 kilograms. I'm not totally sure, but whatever it is, go you. You're awesome. I don't know where I'm getting such a foul mouth in my YouTube videos lately. But anyway, so what else is going on this week? Really quickly, I'm gonna be speaking at one of the classes that is put on by Kaiser for people who are preparing for surgery. I'm not going to do it until December. For you go to 3 months worth of classes, and one of the classes they have past weight loss surgery patients come in. And when I was signing up for that, their social worker asked what I wanted to talk about, or what I would say. And so I just thought I'd share that if there are people who are watching my videos who haven't had surgery yet, which I think there are. That is that the two things that I found to be most helpful to me after surgery have been, number one, that I got my diet under control before surgery. So I had already pretty much kicked carbs. I mean, I didn't do anything hugely drastic to lose 40 pounds in the 3 months or 4 months between classes and surgery. I mean, I just started making small changes, but I think it made a world of difference, because I can only imagine that if I were still dealing with the carb cravings, the fast food cravings, if I hadn't dealt with that when I went into surgery, that initial time would have been a lot more difficult. So that's the first thing that I think is really important. And the second thing is it's all about support. And I have Never been a joiner, never, always been the kind of person who, you know, I want to do this all by myself. Sorry, I'm trying to, I sat in a different place and it feels weird because I feel like I'm too low. But anyway, I've never been kind of a person who was much for support, but it has been huge. The support from our, you know, our group that we went through class with, having watched Patty Melt live nearby and going through the same thing, has been incredibly supportive. And YouTube, and nobody in any of those classes talked about internet support or YouTube or things like the Obesity Help Conference. So those are the things I'm gonna talk about, and those are the things that I think are just really, really incredibly important to keep it on track. Okay, that's my public service announcement. So what else? Hair's falling out. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. It was like pretty much right on target at 4 months. It started coming out in handfuls. That makes me a little bit sad, but I know it'll grow back, and I guess it's worth it. No, I know it's worth it. How about some NSVs? One was that this week I wore like a real dress for the first time in years and years and years and years, probably like 10 years. And I felt like a girl. I mean, I felt feminine and comfortable, and that was a pretty awesome feeling. And then just yesterday, this was like a bunch of things leading up that made it an NSV. Yesterday evening, my mom came over for dinner, and we were sitting out on the patio, and I was sitting there in shorts, and my legs were crossed, and I had my toenails freshly painted because the night before I had just pulled my leg up and done them myself instead of having to go to get them done by somebody else. And it just like all came together. It's like, I feel so comfortable. I'm sitting out here in shorts. I'm crossing my legs. What's up? So that just felt really nice. And then the other, I don't know if this is an NSV or not. I guess it is, but I am loving exercising. Right now I see my trainer twice a week, and I realized last week that's not enough. It's too long between Tuesday and Saturday. I want to go 3 times a week. It just feels, making progress feels really incredible. And he's super. I mean, he pushes me, but doesn't push me. I mean, now he's pushing me pretty hard because he knows that I want it. But in the beginning, he pushed me, but he didn't push me so much that I felt like I couldn't do anything. I mean, hugely supportive, really great guy. If anybody in the Orange County area is looking for a trainer, let me know, and I'll give you his information, because he's really great and very reasonably priced. Okay, one other thing real quick that I wanted to talk about is that I mentioned in last week's video the presentation that the medical keynote speaker gave at Obesity Help about how our, you know, desire, our lack of hunger was really more related to like hormonal changes than it was to actual restriction. He wasn't hugely clear, and I left the presentation going, that's really interesting. I want to know more about that because I didn't totally understand it. And in communicating about it with Leanne, my big adventure, she told me that Matthew Weiner, who's the Pound of Cure person, had some videos about this. So I've been hearing about Pound of Cure from Tanya and some other people. So I watched the videos, and I'm going to put a link to the ones that I thought were most interesting below, but he covers all that stuff very specifically, that about the restriction, about, you know, really interesting stuff about how people can be totally compliant, but that the amount and the speed of weight loss is really going to be based on genetics, and they've even identified the gene which can predict a faster weight loss following surgery. So it's all really interesting stuff. And, you know, after watching this, I am incorporating more fruits and vegetables into my diet. I'm not really doing protein shakes anymore, just because I just can't tolerate them right now. But I'm trying to get my protein in from other sources. The big thing that he was talking about that that I would be really hard for me, and I need to think about how I'm gonna wean off of this, is like the Crystal Light and the Splenda in coffee and things like that. that's going to be tough for me. I never used to drink because I didn't really drink soda before. I didn't really ever drink a lot of it. I would put it in my coffee, but that was about it. But ever since surgery, water's been pretty hard for me. It feels really rough on my stomach. So the only way I can get, mass quantities down is to put Crystal Light in it. So that's one of the things I'm going to start working on. I don't think I'm ready. I mean, I think I'm still too early out for the total pound of cure plan, but I thought it was really interesting, and I got the book on my Kindle. I haven't read it yet, but the videos were totally fascinating to me. And I've also set up a PubMed alert, which is like a kind of thing you could set up with the National Institutes of Health, where they'll send you abstracts of research studies that come out. And I did that on bariatric surgery, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So if I find out anything interesting, I'll pass it on Facebook or mention it in a video. Okay, so quick personal update, and then I'm going to talk about a giveaway. This is the week that my son is going to move away to go to college, and I'm really sad. It just kind of hit me on Sunday that this is it. This is the last week. He's going to be moving away. And so I'm all verklempt and teary, and will probably continue to be that way as the week. See, even just talking about it, I'm getting a little teary. I'm super excited for him. It's going to be a great experience for him, but it's like a whole new chapter of my life. I don't know. We'll see how this week goes as far as that is concerned, getting him off and settled into his new place. But I asked him last night if he would consider, and I totally didn't think he would say yes, but I asked him if he would consider doing a video with me before he left, if people had questions for someone who is a teenager. He's 18, and he grew up with a pretty much super morbidly obese mom his whole life. So I'm going to do a giveaway for people who submit questions. So he agreed to do it. He said, I don't know that I have that much to say. I'd like to see, questions and see if I have anything interesting to say. But I would love to do a video with him and have you guys meet him before he goes and moves away and becomes an independent adult. So this is what I think my giveaway is going to be, because I want to make it a little Huntington Beach theme, since I live in a beachy area. But also we know most weight loss surgery patients have a transfer addiction to Starbucks. I'm going to do, hopefully, at my Starbucks they have one of those, city or regional mugs. I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to do a $25 Starbucks gift card. I'm going to do a plethora of protein samples, protein bars of things I have around, things I really like. And then something I'm going to get, down at the beach, something from Main Street that, they have all those little beachy shops, something that makes it personalized for Huntington Beach and where I live. So to be entered in the giveaway, what you have to do is ask a question for my son Ian to answer in a video. We will probably record the video next weekend. So I'm going to say that the deadline for questions is midnight on this Thursday, and you can post them in the comments below, or I'll also post about this on Facebook, and you can put it in the comments there. And then Ian and I will record a video, and somebody will win a special package from Huntington Beach. So I think that's all I've got, YouTube. I hope everybody has a really super fantastic week, a great Labor Day weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.